on straight away? Yes, sweet. Clicker. Okay, hi everybody. My name is Angga. I'm the co-founder of Rationale, Yorkshire Tee, and Hantu Collective. And I'm here to tell you a little bit of my journey and what I've learned from it. I've come from Indonesia when I was 11, and the only word I knew was bucket. Don't know why. I started straight away in year 7 in secondary school with nothing, so I didn't know the language, I had no friends, so I became really shy, and I got bullied in school because of that. So I made some friends, made some friends with some Malaysians, so instead of learning English, I started learning Malaysians. My mum got wind of it, and she got pissed off. She's like, we didn't come here to learn that. So we moved. We moved to an area that at one point it was the 6th worst area in England. There was a lot of gun crime, there was a lot of knife crime, there was a lot of burnt cars. Luckily, in youth club, there was a youth club in the area that I thought I could go there, meet some new friends. The youth club itself was fully run by Jamaicans, and a lot of the time they spoke patois. So there's me not knowing any English, going and having to learn Malaysian, then having to understand patois, and English came last. It was very, very confusing times. There was a project in there that, how do I press this? The t-shirt printing. It was a 6 weeks course, how to do t-shirt printing, from the basics to a finished product. I got a certificate, I was really happy. I got the bug to print t-shirts. As it finished, I came back to the youth club and said, can I print my own t-shirts? They went, no. I was like, why? Oh, you didn't have enough supervision to do it. So what was the point of me doing this certificate? So, oh, you still health and safety, you need supervision. So after weeks and weeks and weeks of chasing my tutors to get them to come, finally, I got 2 or 3 days a week, 2 or 3 days, once every few weeks. That wasn't enough. I wanted to do more. I want to print more t-shirts. So I decided to apply to the government for funding to using t-shirt printing to help young men in the area to express themselves better. So the money that I got was to buy new equipment and software. And to be honest with you, when I got it, I had no idea how to use it. But I knew I'll find a way. My aim was to train 5 people to be fluent in the machinery and to print their own t-shirts. I ended up to be training 12 people. Over 90% of them attended higher education and got into jobs, and some of them even started their own thing. Then it was time for uni. I chose Liverpool Uni, as I heard on the grapevine, they had great dancers, and that was the only thing I went there for. But that's another story. When I came back from uni, it was not good times. It was the recession. So 3 years of studying with no jobs, no work. So me and a couple of friends, George, one of them there who's doing the photoshopping, decided to run t-shirt printing workshops, mobile t-shirt printing workshops in schools and youth clubs. But the problem is none of us drive, and one of the equipments was a 60-kilogram heat press that we had to carry, and it was stored in my house. That was 2 flights of stairs. Hard times. Luckily, there was an opportunity to share a shop in one of the main streets for independent boutiques in Sheffield. And me and George collected everything together, had a little bit of a budget. With some imagination and help from our great friends, we managed to turn a room into a shop. We only had enough money for 5 t-shirts, so we brought it back to basics. We got 5, sold the 5, got 10. Got the 10, sold the 10, got 20. At that moment in time, the collective was only me and George, so not so much of a collective, but we had big dreams. We wanted more people to be part of this. From there, originally it was a showcase for artists to showcase their work on t-shirts. We print them, they give us the designs. When it's sold, we give them commission. They help us, we help them. As time goes on, we got to know more and more creative people, photographers, dancers, graphic designers, website designers. And the same principle applies to them. They help us, we help them. They help us do photography, web design, and lots of different things. And I don't know why it's black now. Can somebody help, please? Ah, cool. Yeah, photography, web design. One of the examples is from the people that helped us, we try our best to refer them as much as possible. So when our first website was fully developed, the guy that did it, he did it free of charge. But from there, we gave him referrals, and enough referrals for him to get 6 months' worth of work. So it was worth it for him in the end. We did many events, sponsored many great events. That one there was my favorite. It's because there was 2 Canadian DJs that I really loved and listened to a lot when I was in uni. And I heard they were doing a European tour. So I was like, let's get them to Sheffield. But everything comes at a price. I was like, oh, we can't really afford it. Okay, so we thought of an idea where we developed a night of drinking, dancing, and live art. We pitched the idea to a well-known energy drinks company, who shall not be named. They agreed to pay for half, went back to the bar and said, they paid for half, you guys pay for the other half. They said yes. So it was a free party. We made it free for everybody else as well in Sheffield, and we had loads of dancers from all over the UK to come down. So we were lucky enough to have support and endorsement from famous people in publications. We got into Esquire magazine. We had Annie Mac wore it on Channel 4 as part of the New Year's Eve house party show. We had Disclosure, who's been a #1 wearing our stuff. But that there in the middle is my favorite, because Wu-tang, that's one of the guys from the Wu-tang clan called Jizza. Wu-tang was me and George's childhood heroes. We loved them. We listened to all the music, all the tracks. And I heard they were playing in Liverpool. So from there, we had a simple idea. George designed a T-shirt, and I was the delivery boy. We managed to contact Wu-tang headquarters in Staten Island. Apparently, Wu-tang's on Gmail. the management managed to agree to have Jizza to wear it on stage. And even the day after, we get to play chess with him. How cool is that? Everything was good. You know, we had a base, we had a collective, the sales were coming in. But out of no fault of ours, the shop closed. Not again. So from there, but luckily, I had a plan. As when we had the shop, I was thinking we always had to change different printers over time. So I wanted to create something where the printer and the customer had more interaction, where the printer gives honest advice and ways to make sure the print is presented in the best way possible, because obviously the printer has the knowledge. The idea was there, but I didn't have the money, once again. So along the way, I managed to find 2 great investors, and we managed to make Yorkshire Tee. Why is it not working? Yes, Yorkshire Tee! Yay! So not the tea bags, the T-shirts. So not only we print for great brands, artists, and events all over Europe, but part of our social aim is to help artists, local artists, to be more entrepreneurial. We spend time out of our day to get them to come in, make sure they know what the value of the piece of art is worth, how that can be translated into T-shirts, posters, all of this free of charge. The T-shirts charge, because once it's sold, then the people pay for it. So we do screen printing from 1 to 10,000, maybe more if you ask nicely. We do direct-to-garment, which is the full-color printing. We turn a generic T-shirt into your T-shirt. What started as an idea, it became a hobby. From the hobby, it became into a passion. From the passion, it turned into a social enterprise. I thank you for listening to a little bit of my journey. And if you're going to take anything away from today, is whatever life throws at you, there's always a way. Thank you very much.